Crown Content Publications followers, viewers, supporters, and listeners. Thank you for clicking on my video again today to see what it is I have to say. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Go ahead and give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the Crown Content Publications YouTube channel family. We're publishing and marketing me so that you can keep up with updates and more tips, promotions with authors and their books and literary agents and publishing. We have a lot of great interviews coming right here to you live from the Crown Content Publications YouTube channel. The type of people we interview, the type of promotion we like to do is to inspire and motivate authors all around the globe. So let that be your motivation to subscribe. If you see our under 93 subscribers, it's because they either love books or they love the arts. They've thought about writing a book before. They're into the poetry contests and things that we share. So that's what we're here for. We will be sharing some more poetry contests for the month of July. Different publishing agencies that are out here, guys, looking to gift you with award cash prizes for your gift, for your talent. Are you putting yourself out there as a independent artist? Are you doing all you can to market and promote yourself? That's what Crown Content wants to know today. But this segment is not about our promotional services. It is what it is. As a matter of fact, tune in with me tomorrow morning, June 23rd at 8 a.m. I'm sorry, June 22nd, y'all, at 8 a.m. right here on the Crown Content Publications YouTube channel, where we will be live streaming about nothing but Crown Content Publishing Services, because in 2023 we might have new viewers come and want to see what we're talking about, what it is we have to offer. Even our old subscribers, guys, we love you guys, but you know, we've added services, there's been some updates, and we want you guys to know about it. Even if you miss us tomorrow at 8, you guys will be able to go back and play that live stream, get some really good information and tips when it comes to what it is we have to offer over here at Crown Publishing Content. The channel name is Crown Content Publications. Stay on track here, guys. The business is Crown Publishing Content. We're publishing and marketing me. We do still have our t-shirts available for you guys that might be interested. If you have a podcast booking already set with me, that's great, so that we can get on here and promote you and everything. But we do encourage you guys to invest in our t-shirts. You know what I mean? We rather our guests have our t-shirt on the live streams moving forward in 2023. That's what this is about, networking, right? We'd like to see your products. We want to support, our interviewees and things like that too. But this is the hub for business and book lovers. We also have a separate podcast, a separate platform is what I wanted to say, y'all. You can find Crown Publishing Content on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google Podcasts, most major platforms when it comes to that, where we also just talk business and books, okay? You just go look us up on Spotify, Crown Publishing Content. You should see the logo here. The logo, you might be able to see it better on the the little icon on YouTube. So now that we got that part out, y'all, I'm glad I got to mention that we are going to go live tomorrow at 8 a.m., just to discuss publishing services all together for you guys, book lovers and business owners, small business owners that might be interested in our content management services moving forward in 2023. I'm also going to go ahead and encourage you guys, you've been with Crown Publishing Content and the Crown Content Publications YouTube channel this long. We encourage you guys to go ahead and subscribe to my other channel, Bedtime Stories with Boo. I will leave the link to that channel in my comments, so there's no videos uploaded over there yet. But y'all, I'm encouraging y'all to go ahead and subscribe with us over there too, because Bedtime Stories with Boo will look like just y'all will see bedtime stories, okay? And our bedtime stories are not just limited to children. We will have, that's why I'm glad I'm just going to upload them the way I will. We'll have children's stories on there, and we'll also have other book recommendations, okay? And over there at Bedtime Stories with Boo, if you guys are just looking for a fresh book club to join and start, you definitely want to subscribe to that channel as well, okay? Because we will have different, promotions and, a whole nother thing going on that channel, you know what I'm saying, for book lovers, okay? So make sure you do that. Join us live at 8 a.m. If you can't do that, give this video a like. And if you can't do that, go ahead and go subscribe to my other channels, Bedtime Stories with Boo. This segment today, if you saw the title, I'm 5 minutes in, so it's time that we go ahead and jump to the topic. I know y'all are excited because this video discussion topic today is about how to come up with the perfect business idea. If there's a how-to to it. If there's a how-to to it, I wrote my own personal version of a guide when it comes to you sitting down somewhere, coming to that place within yourself saying, you know what? This is certain. I want to start a business. But what I don't know is what kind of business I want to start, right? That was me once upon a time. That's me. Honestly, I'm going to use myself for an example. That's me every day. You know, I'm an opportunist. I'm always looking for some new venture to start or some new venture to get active with, you know what I mean? Because that entrepreneurship is not on some of us, it's in us. Especially when you got jobs that kick you out of the workplace because what, guys? Because you outshining your coworkers, because they don't want to pay you what you're worth, they don't want to pay you your, you know what I'm saying, the salary for your education status or for your experience status. People are getting tired of that out here. So that's overstood. But those are examples of why people even end up sitting on the couch alone in their home one day. Or if they're homeless, sitting on the bus stop, sitting out in the grass somewhere, deciding to themselves, regardless of what situation, where you are in life, I'm here to tell you, publishing agent Miss Whitney, publishing services coordinator Miss Whitney. You know why I'm that? I decided to start my own business one day. But starting a business is a whole nother conversation. This topic today is how to brainstorm the perfect business idea for you. All right. Thank y'all for keeping up so far. So I'm just making that clear again. This is not a how to start a business video. I've already done those videos. Y'all go through the 150 on this channel already. This one is about how to brainstorm, how to even get yourself mentally prepared, how to sit down and decide what is the right type of business for me to start, you know? Okay. Let's get to the specifics. What's a business idea? As we know, an idea, a dream, a goal is only that until you sit down and actually plan how you know what I'm saying, plan to achieve that goal. How you plan on making that vision come alive. That's with any business starter out here today. And Crown Content Publications YouTube channel, we love what we do because we have actually interviewed entrepreneurs on this channel who have told us not only the grit it took, not only the strength it took, not only the motivation it took to get to where they are as business owners today, but, where they started with their business idea, where their business ideas even came from. We've had stories like people were motivated sitting in prison. We've had stories where people were motivated in homeless shelters. We've had stories where, people just came straight out of poverty, so we like those stories. We're not saying that those that started businesses and had no problem finding the funding or the business was passed down to them, we're not saying they're any less irrelevant, right? We just want to get more realistic with our viewers here at the Crown Content Publications YouTube channel. What does it really take to brainstorm a business idea? Leave your answer in the comments. But I'm going to go over what I think is best today, all right? And why should anybody take my advice a little bit? Guys, I have started at least 3 or 4 businesses since the pandemic. And the reason I want to help somebody out there today is because out of the 3 that I, even established as official businesses, with the state I was living in at the time and stuff like that, only one of them I stuck with, right? But when I brainstormed all 3, maybe I was all motivated and inspired, right? That doesn't mean the other 2 are not still established. That's where that's a +2 in life where, you kind of started 3 businesses one day, you dropped 2 or whatever happened. But, once those businesses are established, it's not like you can't get it back running, right? That's a whole nother topic. But out of those 3, had I watched a video like this, like what does it really take when it comes to brainstorming a business idea, I wouldn't have took myself through the hassle of probably, investing in things I wasn't going to stick to or putting my money in things that weren't going to pay me back, that wasn't even going to work out. You know what I mean? So when it comes to Crown Publishing Content, that's one business, as y'all see, I'm not going to sleep on. And I shouldn't be sleeping on the other 2, but I just want to save somebody else out there time and money. One thing about time, they're going to tell you that time is money, right? The same time you take to plan something could be your money later. It's free to plan. It's free to get a journal pad like this, a pen. You can almost find anywhere, pencil, and the cost of a pencil like probably 15 cents, and sit there and write your ideas, because that's step number one. Write your ideas. But if you have no idea at all, I'm here to talk to you today. How do I brainstorm a business idea? I'm overheated with the workforce. I can't get my supervisor to understand me. I can't, no matter what company I try to go get a job with, they're not paying me what I feel like I'm worth. So those type of scenarios are what lead people to sit down and say, I want to think of a business idea. Okay, so I think I got y'all attention. Before you get the business planning, before you get to actually, putting those goals down and trying to obtain them, what business are you even going to start? Number one, I would advise people, so they wouldn't make the same mistakes I did when I brainstorm my startup businesses. You want to ask yourself, why? Why is it that I want to start a business? Not what type of business do I want to start, but why? And we just talked about some reasons that some people, whether you need more income or whatever it is, you thinking of a business idea for your child. Your child could be 6-7 years old. It's still going to take brainstorming that business idea. So I feel like a person should ask themselves why start it. Because that why is going to equal, not that this is about math today, that math is going to equal the level of motivation that you keep to follow through with your business plan. So yes, when it comes down to strategizing a business idea, ask yourself why. You're welcome from the Crown Publishing Content family, okay? Why? Why do I want to start this business? And we also encourage that reason to not only be about money. Because if it's about money, you can go, like I say, we don't probably want to work under the conditions and stipulations of certain companies, but you can go do it for $1. If it's about money, why you just don't go work for another business, right? It's where you see companies get real greedy, things fall apart because these business owners' only motivation was money. What is your other motivation? Is it to create generational wealth for your children? Is it to, meet some type of financial goal, pay your debt off? What reason do you want to start? Do you want to create a business idea? Okay, so that's my number one. My number two on the list is to consider a problem, any problem. And I'm sure we can all look around. Before we even look around our communities, we can look around our home. Not like I'm saying y'all's homes are full of problems, right? But you can look at something and be like, man, it's so hard to open this pickle jar every day, but I eat pickles every day. I want to create something that makes it more convenient to pop open jars. That's a business idea. Now you at least have a direction. You said, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to slow down till I create something, till I create a tool that helps people across the globe open their pickle jars easier, right? That's like an example of a business idea right there. Because you just sat around your house and you were able to find a problem that you have on the regular. Like, man, I sure hate using this plunger. I wish we had a more convenient, tool to use when it comes to this toilet being stocked up. Ladies that might be looking for business ideas. And I'm not trying to, encourage anybody to, learn how to do everything on their own so they don't need a man. But I had to throw that in there. It might be things we do every day, ladies, that we're like, man, I wish they had this or that. They can make this or that. A man could really do with ease. Easier for me as a woman. That's a business idea. When you think about a business idea, you should be thinking out of the box anyway, right? You're boxed in. The reason you're thinking of a business idea to begin with is because you felt boxed in somewhere. Why stay in the box when it comes to thinking of a business idea, okay? Brainstorming a business idea. That's pretty much number 3. Think outside the box. Not because you want to be different, not because you want to be the world's first person to create this and that. You're going to need that because that's also going to be your motivation. You know what I'm saying? That's also going to be your motivation. I know that my service or product that I brainstorm is going to help somebody. Because this problem I was having that had me to create this business idea to help me with this problem, to give me this solution, is going to help somebody else, right? I'm sure the inventors of big ballpoint pens, one day thought of this. Chapstick companies, right? lighter companies, right? They thought one day, how can we light a fire faster? How can I keep my lips moist or whatever? You know what I'm saying? These were all problems one visionist saw one day and said, I'm going to create something. I'm going to create something to bridge this gap and to help others, right? So that was number 3. Go ahead and brainstorm. This is my advice. When it comes to brainstorming a business idea, go ahead and brainstorm, like, what is it in life that I always wish I had? I don't know what better way to tell it. What is it that I didn't get? What do I feel like I'm missing so I can go create it? Huh? In the author world, though, y'all are on the Crown Content Publications YouTube channel today, but in the author world, in the publishing and literature world, authors are told this. Y'all, was right at the tip of my tongue. I had it, but it'll come back to me. It'll come back to me. So you want to consider a problem and a solution. That's always going to lead you to a great business idea, or 10 or 2, right? Even when you get those business ideas written down, it's going to be more work after that. But I'm saying this gives you more of a direction. Before you can even get to business planning, you have to think of a business idea, okay? Yeah, you want to also think about your interests and hobbies, okay? This is why I say this, because I have really personally met, for example, lots of talented people, and I'm only 31 years old. I've met talented people of all ages. Even the ones I haven't met, you guys can relate. We see them on social media every day, doing stunts, tricks, just showing the world what they have to offer, hoping they go viral about it, right? Still a great business idea, because now their channels are being monetized for something that they love to do. Okay? Your hobby or interest could be do-it-yourself projects, taking pictures, right? We've had all these biased beliefs. We could call a woman that takes pictures all day long and put them on Instagram nothing. She's lazy. This how she get her money. Either way, it's a business idea that's paying her. So I'm not mad at any Instagram models out there. OnlyFans people, these are still what you would call business ideas that these women and men that chose to mess with these platforms one day had to sit down and think about, and then they acted on their business idea, okay? But to me, we have these biased way of thinking, this what this person does for a living, this what this person does for a living, when we all should be in our own lane, if you ask me. But I would never judge what a person do for a living if it's feeding their family. I think a lot of you guys out there might agree. So maybe you can't understand the people who do things that you wouldn't even think to do to make money, because you don't even understand their hobby or interest. I'm giving the advice. I'm giving a tip when you strategize a business idea. This is what I'm advising somebody to do. Think about your hobby and interest. Even if you got to go back 10 years ago to when you were a child, boy, I used to be good on that fiddle. Grandma used to love when I played a guitar for her. Or I used to help grandma pick seeds out of something that you wouldn't even think could pay you. I used to help her pick seeds out of the pumpkins every Thanksgiving so that she could do this famous pumpkin pie. That's a business idea. You learned how to make a pumpkin pie at 8 years old. Grandma taught you. Yet you call yourself strategizing a business idea. Pie shop? Pie special? What do you call them? Custom pies? It's a business idea. So sometimes it does take you digging deep inside. Let's say you were an athlete. Man, that was a hobby of mine. If I don't have none now, I used to be an athlete. Though you might be old and worn out, you're like, what are you saying, Miss Whitney? I should go back and be an athlete? That's a business idea? No, but you would then go from there man, when it comes to hobbies and interests, if Miss Whitney said what I should do is think about that, if I want to create a business idea, and I think of something like sports, you write that down. And then you go to Google or something and you research the whole industry of sports, baby, because being an athlete is not the only, come on now, it's not the only career in the world of athleticism, okay? They They need bloggers, they need writers, they need interviewers, they need trainers, coaches, they need them people that check their bodies out when they sprain an ankle or something like that. Maybe you want to become a fitness coach, a life coach. This is stuff you could just start up on your own. But once again, I'm not going to deny that you're not going to have to do some research even after you brainstorm that business idea, right? Because you might want to research your competition. Once you find that business idea, you might want to see what they've been doing the same for 20 years. They keep customers and clients coming back. And then you come back and ask yourself, what can I do better? It's like, to me, if we're not thinking like that, that's why we have so many similar businesses, so much competition. If you ask me, in a place like America, we have 1 million Instagram models. We have 1 million writers. We have 1 million content creators, right? It's kind of hard to just separate talent from what everybody's doing, right? If you're not a real talent scout. So you should make it obvious. This is your business idea, okay? You should make it obvious that we came to maybe do something similar, but with, better services, better product. Or come on now, you can compare T-Mobile, Boost Mobile, and Sprint. 3 phone companies that do the very same thing, offer the very same products. You know why people choose to go with different? It could be about the quality. It could be about the price. Come on now. But it don't mean it ain't 100 phone services out there. So don't ever be scared or intimidated to start or act or move upon a business idea, though you might already see 20, 50 other businesses, especially if you're in America, because like the competition is going to stay low. We got 1 million construction businesses out here. We got 1 million hairdressers. We got 1 million engineers, right? Like, just think of what's going to work for you. Think about your hobby and interest and how they can pay you. You got to research that on your own. I was having a conversation with somebody the other day because I get curious about stuff. I'm one of those people that appreciate Google. I get curious. I could just be sitting down cleaning my house and I thought about something, or writing a book and I thought about something, like, man, I'm finna go look up and just out of curiosity and see what I find. Because I was wondering if private investigators even go to college. Do they go to college? Am I going to talk to y'all about it today? But I think it's a good point for this topic. They didn't go to college. But most private investigators probably started nosy. They're nosy. You know why I said think about your hobby and interest, what you're good at, what you enjoy to do? If you know you love to stay in people's business, Miss Whitney's here to tell you, go become a private investigator, baby, and they getting paid. Look at the average they make a year starting there, right? That's just an example where I'm coming from. It's so many different things people can do that doesn't take a certification, license. I mean, people already out here getting their money doing it. So I just want to kind of be that middleman, that bridge gap to encourage the generations after me and maybe some older than me that just nobody ever told it to them like this when it came to their anxiety about brainstorming a business idea, okay? When you do come to that conclusion of what the business idea or similar business ideas are going to be, I've said it a million times, study, research. And I'm telling you the type of things to look for. How are you going to be different? Because you're lining yourself up with the competition anyway. What's going to make, we already got an Apple. You said you got a Vision glasses too. What company are you with? Because I might consider them. You're telling me they work just like Apple's, but they're cheaper. I might want to go mess with y'all. I can't afford Apple's Vision Pro glasses yet, right? So you might have similar business, and I can almost guarantee y'all this finna happen. Other companies, Samsung, everybody finna come out with their own version of Pro Vision. You know what I'm saying? Oculus headset glasses. I'm sure that Oculus and the glasses are two different things, but they're coming up with so much. How long will it take you to produce it? These are things to think about when it comes to business idea, because your goals might be different from somebody else. Might just want to start a business and they got the time and the funds to do it. You might not. You might need to make your money. I mean, how do I say this? You know, you might be looking for something you can start up a little quicker and you can see income from a little quicker. Though I said don't let your money be the only motivation. You need to have a major why of you, why you even started that bit, why you even sat down and began to strategize, research, and study business ideas. You know what I'm saying? How long will it take me to produce this? Will I need a team? Can I do it from home? Am I going to have to travel? Right? Those are things you want to think about. Do you want to offer a service or a product? Some of us like servicing others. Some of us like creating things for others, right? So, you might be more of a product. I want to sell lip gloss. I want to sell broomsticks. Whatever it is you want to do. I want to sell firewood or hamburgers. I want to cook them at my house. These are business ideas, guys. And it was just a few I wanted to bring up real quick before I log off, because these are things that people are doing in the new age, in the new era. You know what I'm saying? Today, I don't know how to put it in words, but vending machines has really took off. The idea of vending machines, for example. People are investing in vending machines and products and setting them up all over the country, all over the world. And they're getting paid. Not just Coca-Cola, Pepsi, okay? And you guys Google, research that on your own time, but it's just another idea. I'm not here to teach you guys anything, just kind of more inspire somebody today. Vending machines. Then you have these, I put life coach on my list, but when it comes to coach, you kind of want to be coached by somebody with experience, right? You want to be coached by somebody that has played the game or that has been played in the game, right? But they kind of, that's another thing I want to tell y'all. Your position in life comes to you sometimes through your experience. You don't know you're a counselor, but you have sat here and worked your own issues out time and time again. And you're like, well, going to school is going to take forever. Well, there might be some, what's it called? Like substitute type work you can start for yourself as you go to school. So you're still making income while you're in school, right? And you're still helping others. You're still doing a business idea that makes you happy, that gives you, that you have great interest in, that's helping people, okay? Though I put life coach, you got all kind of coaches out here. The mental health coach, because before it can get that therapist behind it, as y'all know, you need to have an actual license before you can call yourself a therapist, before you can call yourself a counselor. But if you put words like coach, agent, producer, that's something that you do naturally. Then your next step is to put that business idea together. I hope I'm helping somebody out there. There's all kind of coaches. Love coach, life coach, health coach, mental health coach, right? Just throwing some ideas out there. Beauty regimen advisor. Do not limit, when it comes to strategizing business ideas, do not limit what I tell y'all about that box in the beginning of this segment. You were in the box. That's what led you to want to brainstorm a business idea to begin with. When you begin to think outside the box, you can remind yourself then, number one, I'm what I say I am. I'm beautiful. I'm smart. I'm bright. I'm experienced or whatever. But if I have the experience to call myself a teacher, but these companies are not going to hire me because I don't have the credentials they say I should have to be a teacher, that shouldn't stop me from being a teacher if I'm naturally a teacher. And I should still be able to find ways to get myself paid for my natural gift and ability. And this is what I'm here to inspire somebody about today. You got do-it-yourselfers out there, guys, working completely for themselves, making their own schedules, creating the life that they want. Vloggers and content creators, okay? What is your excuse still for not creating the perfect business idea after all the tips and just things I had you to think about today? Leave that on your mind. Leave that on your mind today, okay? And share this with somebody if you know somebody that young or old, that is kind of struggling with a business idea. I say share the video with them, not just for them to hear me ramble on about business ideas, but to also, go ahead and use this opportunity and time to remind my followers and viewers that limited business consultations we do offer at Crown Publishing Content. And I also have a link on my website where you guys can go book, because it'll look a little different with a consultation with me. You know, kind of you bring your idea to me and when it comes to advice and thinking through and business planning and business funding. Some of that stuff we're also going to be talking about tomorrow at 8 o'clock when I go live, because I do kind of want to go over like a brush up of what we offer at Crown Publishing Content, because it's about more than putting books together with us here. You know what I'm saying? As publishers, with me and my team, it's about more than publishing a book. If it's that traditional and easy, our clients could go find somebody else. So it's just, I want it to be different. We just talked about that when it came to strategizing business ideas. What am I offering different when it comes to publishing services? But I just threw that out there. Business consultations. Your first one is absolutely free. And then if you would like to keep my team in the business of helping you when it comes to consultations, advice, tips, and we can talk about that in your first free consultation. Okay? And that's how that goes. Not every publishing business gives you a free consultation starting out or whatever. You know what I mean? They're talking numbers as soon as you call them and ask about a book. And that's just something different I like to do, because I like to give people a chance to call and see if I'm even a good fit. Let them feel out what we have going on over here. You can't just look at somebody's YouTube channel commercial and know. Most time we have called companies, Apple, Spectrum, whoever we call, to get more information about that business before we know if it's going to be the right fit for us. To get more information about their services or products and the prices of them, so we know that it's right for us. That's what our free consultations are for. So yeah, guys, reach out to us anytime at crowncontentpublications@aol.com with your inquiries, from publishing to business consulting to content management. That's what we help with over here. Content management with us is not limited to just social media content, or not to us. Content to us, it takes editing, formatting, all the way around. The videos, the photos, the books, the magazines, the blog articles. This is all content. So if you need assistance with that type of management, if you would like to add, that to your team, to your business or whatever, reach out to us. And that's why we always try to leave our information in the description section and things like that. Guys, visit our website soon to learn more about our services before you contact us. Straight like that. There's a long list of them we offer with very successful turnaround times, okay? And that website's going to be www.crownpublications.com. Don't forget to subscribe to my other channel. It's brand spanking new. We're doing some new things in 2023. I'm so excited. Bedtime Stories with Boo. Alright. Actually, I think I'm finna do something special for my first 10 subscribers. So when you go to Bedtime Stories with Boo and subscribe, leave it in the comment section. Subscribed. ED at the end, so I know you did it. And then I'm probably going to need you guys' email address so we can get those gifts and goodies out to my first 10 subscribers on Bedtime Stories with Boo, where we will be just sharing stories every night, okay? We'll be sharing stories. I'll do it every night. Y'all can check in with us however you want. I will be live on Bedtime Stories with Boo every night at 9 p.m. Mountain Time with bedtime stories for all of our kids, for all of us in the summer, right? Because we still be wanting them kids to go to bed, right, guys? I know that's right. Thank you for clicking on my video. I hope my tips helped you today. Leave your opinions in a comment. What do you think is another good tip for somebody that's trying to strategize a good business idea? Thank you for your love and support today, guys. I'm Miss Whitney, Publishing Services Coordinator, Crown Publishing Content. And until next time, we thank you for your support.